Welcome to VEDA Day 18. I have been working on making a new watchband because the watchband that I have is not good. I do not like it at all. It hurts and it squeaks and not good. So I bought a bag of old like leather scraps, so they're like little tiny pieces, and found one that would fit around my arm, and I just finally got the snaps in. Oops. But I don't know what to do next. I have to figure out how to get the face on, which I think I have an idea of how to do, but it'll take some more work. So far I've got that fits around my wrist, and now I've just got to work on actually attaching the watch. Something I just found out. The pieces of leather that I have won't fit through the bars on my watch face. So this project will go on hold until later, but I've got my watch, and just have to get some thinner pieces of leather that will fit through there to then make the strap that goes on there. So yeah. Should have checked that beforehand. Anyway, I guess I'll go back to, I've got an application I have to work on, a couple different applications to work on, and then I need to work on some essays, and I need to order transcripts. So I'll tell you more about that later. But sorry for playing with my microphone. It just broke. So that's happening. I mentioned that I'd done some leather work in the past. I went down, I grabbed it. So this is my sailing rig that I use when I'm working on the tall ship. It's made out of pretty thick leather and then waxed thread that we use aboard the ship. And it was so thick, and the sails are so thick that we use what's called a sail palm. So if you can imagine a thimble, like on your finger to push a needle through thread, this is so thick, and what we're pushing through is so thick that you actually wear something around your palm that it acts like a thimble for your whole palm. Anyways, I use that to make this, which holds my marlin spike and my rig knife. And then I also, you make your own lanyards and all that kind of stuff as well. My relatives know that I really like photography, and as they've been going through their stuff, like in their garage or what have you, they keep finding old cameras. So one of the old cameras is this 35mm film camera. So this is what I've been using to learn about film photography, which I really enjoyed. The next is this guy. It was built in the 30s, and I've got the film for it, but I still need to work on modifying this guy a little bit to be able to use the film, because they don't make this kind of film anymore. And today I was at dinner with my grandparents, and they brought me another camera that they found in their garage, which is this guy. Again, it uses a type of film that they don't make anymore, so I have to figure out a new thing. But I sat at the table at dinner trying to figure out how this thing worked. And eventually I pushed this button. And look at that. And all the adjustments for the lens, for the focus, for the aperture, for the shutter speed, all that stuff is here on the front, and the viewfinder's here, and the shutter button is here. And based on this guy, I believe that they're still filming it. It's probably too old to get developed, but yeah, they're still filming it, which is kind of crazy. I worked some more on my embroidery today, so I finished the outline of the letters, and I started going back in through it, but I didn't work on it for too long. So yeah, that's as far as I've got. I think that's it for today. Tomorrow I'm working on some group dynamics with a high school group, using some of my old leadership stuff from my wilderness experience and ropes course experience. So that's always interesting to see if they can figure out the puzzles, the tasks that I'll be setting for them. Probably try and finish the watch. I still just have the band, but I'll head back over to the leather store and get some leather that should fit, and then I'll have a nice functional watch again. And that's it. I hope you guys had a good week, and if you didn't, I hope you have a good weekend. I'll see you tomorrow.